Soft whispers in the breeze remind me life was meant to be free. I surrender, I receive. Abundance flows effortlessly. I breathe in. Hey, Big C, how you doing? How you been? How you been, Big C? Each moment I get something to savor. I walk on these ways, no over grace. Just let it from your heart so oh my goodness, strike up. I've been okay, girl. I've been okay. Just taking a little hiatus for a little bit. How you been? One second. You just thinking about me? Like, where she been? Yeah, I took a little break. You been good? That's good. I'm glad you've been good, girl. How's life? How's everything going for you? Sorry, my son's screaming, y'all. He mad because he got to take a nap. Thank y'all for the likes, too. Make sure y'all liking the live. Good. I moved it to my own place and been put up. I know that's right. When did you move? Hey, girl. Thank you so much. Y'all let me know if my music is too loud. I'll turn it down, okay? Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. So it's Millie, you will be first, okay? Thank you for your donation again. For the body and rest for the soul. Steady is how the result take control. Steady down, boundaries warm. My yes has a backbone. Rest that restores, not scrolling my phone. Go to the riches, a high standard tone. I built it and grounded, it shines on its own. Why do I sometimes get the friend zone feeling from Tizzy when things feel like it gets more intense? Ooh, okay. I can definitely look into that and see what's going on. January 2026. Oh, wow, okay. So you've been in your place for over 30 days. That's what's up. I love that for you. That's what's up. Is it everything that you wanted, Big C? Like your place? Are you comfortable in there? Furnished? All right, so this is going to be for Ismili. Turn it down just a little bit. IDK, it's like it's going great, but then when it gets a little deeper, it's like a slight pullback. You could have been in your head. Okay. So let's see what's going on. So why do Ismaili sometimes get the friend zone feeling from Tizzy when things get more intense? Why is that happening with them too? What is going on? This is who I chose to be. Daddy. Okay, let me see what's going on. Clarify this Two of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. Hold on one second, Millie. Welcome. Tell me more about this Two of Pentacles reverse. Okay, I see what's going on. So basically the reason why I'm gonna put this music a little bit away from my computer. So basically the reason why you're feeling that is because you kind of already know like that he has already told you that basically he's still kind of like available, you know, with the World card here, you know that there's other situations going on. So I feel like that it could just be that there's an imbalance there because it's like you want exclusivity, right? And you may like feel like he's obviously not really 100% yours. So that moment, it just kind of snaps you back into reality that, you know, that is what basically is going on, that like y'all still are considered technically friends until y'all become more. And I see with you with the Queen of Cups, it's like you're trying your best to like play it out, but part of you is like a little bit, you know, emotionally like you're not sure if this is safe, you know. You're not sure if this is a safe situation because you've been through this with somebody, you know, where they had open communication with other people. So it just you get snapped back into reality basically, that's what it is, you know. So what you're feeling is actually what it is. I see you definitely still wanting to put the work in, and he still want to put the work in too, but it just seems like his emotions are not as developed as yours when it comes to the connection. I'm gonna turn that music down, it was too loud. He's not all the way there yet, you know. So there's an imbalance when it comes to the emotional part of the connection. And you know, what you're feeling is actually valid because that is what he's doing, because he is not ready to put you as the main one. I can't in person and feels it's like I feel his emotions, but otherwise IDK. Yeah, it's just like he's not emotionally like as open as you are. He has some emotion for you. He has a page of emotions, but you want the full blown, you know what I mean? And the only way that I think you would feel that is if he made the full commitment. So just because, you know, by it being an open-ended connection, you know, when he does pull back, like I said, it just kind of snaps you back into reality that's exactly what it is, you know. He is kind of putting you in that friend zone energy because he's not making a decision right now. Yeah, you would. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. So that's really all that it is. It's your head over your heart, you know. That's what it is. Your heart is like, oh, this guy is so great, da 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 da. But then when he do that, your head snap back and be like, you know, this is remember what he said. You know what I mean? Don't get too tied up. So that's pretty much what's going on. It's just the reality of things. Okay. It makes me sometimes feel like I don't know how to go about it with him because I want to go in more, but then I catch myself. It's annoying. Yeah, it's like a head over heart, right? Because your heart wants to be fully invested. Your heart is like, I feel like this is the person I want to be with. I want to be in a relationship with. But in your head, it's like, nah, look at his actions. You got to match his actions, you know? So that does make it very difficult when you're in a connection like that. Yeah, that I would be annoyed too. I would be annoyed too. Um, I know you said that he had said something to you when you brought up the relationship stuff, but you never really told me what he had got back to you with. Like, what was his response? Yeah, then it makes me feel like, well, he does not see it going deeper. Like, yeah. No, those feelings are all valid. That's all valid feelings that you have about the situation. I don't blame you for feeling that way. Hey, everybody. Okay, it's Mealy. Thank you for your next donation, love. I'll be ready whenever you are to drop your question. The second question is somewhat connected to the first. Okay. This is the last one, baby. Then you gotta go sit down, okay? You gotta listen to that. Here you go. You're welcome. Thank y'all for the likes too. I appreciate y'all so much. Is Tizzy wasting my time? Like, is he working towards us becoming more, or is it just something fun? That's a great question to ask. Definitely gonna look and see what's up with his energy when it comes to y'all too, because that's, a girl got to know. You know what I mean? Nobody likes to be, just hanging on by a thread. So I'm gonna ask my yes or no cards just straight out, okay? So when it comes to Tizzy, is he wasting Ismili's time, or is he working on them becoming more? So let's see. Is Tizzy wasting Ismili's time? Is he wasting her time? All right. Is he trying to become more? Is he planning to become more with her? Like, what's going on? Well, a lot came out. Let's see. Okay. So it asks, like, is he wasting your time? Okay, essentially, yes, he is, because he know that you're single. You could be dating other people right now. You could be talking to other people, dating other people. He knows right now he's not giving you that answer that you need. So therefore, he's taking space of, somebody that would actually be ready right now. Okay, so essentially, yes, he is wasting your time in a sense. Okay. Now, I asked as well, like, is he working towards y'all becoming more? Yes, he is. He is, but he's kind of playing it by, what's the word they usually try to say? What's the word that men say when they're not ready for a relationship, but then they like, we just gonna see what happens. Their page of stories, we just gonna see what happens. Like, he want to be with you, but he just gonna kind of see how things play out. He's not making like an executive decision right now on y'all too. You know what I mean? Now the Chariot is here. He do like the progress that y'all making. He feels like, okay, yeah, like as far as like the progression of the connection, he really do feel like this is going in the way that he would want it to go. If he was to date you, he does like that. And he also likes that you're a woman that, is not out there. Even though he said what he said about like him being cool with you talking to other people, in reality, he know that that's not what's going on. Okay. So he likes the fact that you're giving some loyalty to him, even though y'all not together. Okay. He likes that. But here's the thing with the Magician here, you don't want somebody that's manipulating energy because they can. And that's the thing about the situation with him. It's like, yes, he do want you, but at the end of the day, he's not ready to give you the full on commitment yet. He's just trying to see what happens. And that can be looked at as manipulation. Okay. It can be. So I think that for you, this will be a situation to where you would have to kind of think about if this is going to align with what you desire for yourself as a woman. Because unfortunately, men will take from you. They will. If you let them, they will take. Okay. But you have to give yourself a stopping point of when it's time to cut that cord if you feel like he's not there yet. So maybe you can give yourself a time frame that if you and him are not together within the next, month or two, that will be your time to pull back, because usually how this goes. If you give a man too much time, what they say, if you give a person an inch, they'll take a mile. If you give him too much time, he will continue to use the time. He's not going to be like, oh, you know what? She's been talking to me for 2 months. I think she deserves me to be, her man. No, like he's going to continue this going, which is why he's the magician, because magicians do represent tricksters or people that manipulate energy as long as they can. So this is time for you to lay the foundation of what you want from him. Correct. I feel like I'm going to pull back slightly anyway with my time and energy just to see what he'll do. Exactly. And like I said, even if you gave yourself a window of time, that is also a great thing, because you're creating a boundary. You're letting this man know, hey, if in the next 30, well, I ain't say 30 days, but if in the next month or two we're not in a committed relationship, unfortunately, I'm going to have to opt out of this connection. You get what I'm saying? Because your time is precious. Just like he has the things that he wants to do in his time frame, and he feels very much so strongly about those things. Your time is precious too. Okay, we're not just here to play with people. So at the end of the day, straightforward question: is he wasting your time? Absolutely, because you can't get time back. But is he trying to work towards something? He is. However, he's not taking the action that you desire. I don't see it being like next week y'all together. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you and him. Right. Yeah. And like I was telling you, sometimes men can be selfish like that. They can enjoy the fruits without having to really do the work. So that's where we as women have to put our foot down and be like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Unless it's a mutual decision and y'all both just not ready. If you know you're ready and he's saying he's not ready yet, you give him a time frame. And if he don't follow that time frame, cut him off. Let it go. You know what I mean? Protect your peace. Okay? So I hope that helps you. Let me refresh this real quick, okay? Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me refresh this live. Hey, it's Virgo. How you been? Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. I feel like it's a silly question, but kind of want to ask, what is the reason why Tizzy hasn't given the commitment or gave more emotionally to the connection? That's a really good question to ask. Been really good. I was thinking about you the other day. How are you? Yeah, I've been all right. I took a little hiatus, I had to get myself together spiritually, y'all. As much as I love being out here, realistically, I'm human, So sometimes I have to take a step back from my lives just to get myself together. I can't be the blind leading the blind. So that's what's been going on with me. But I hope you've been good as well. You say you've been really good. Okay, awesome. I love that for you. Okay, you'll ask that. Okay, let's see what's going on. So when it comes to Tizzy, why hasn't he given the commitment or gave more emotionally to the connection when it comes to him and this Lee? What's going on? Let's look at the commitment part first. Why hasn't he given a commitment? What's going on with him? Tizzy. 7 of Pentacles. But we know you are taking your time, sir. The Devil and the Sun. Well, this is the thing about people like this. The Devil can be somebody who is considered greedy. This could be somebody who also is considered to possibly have like the nature to control the narrative. Okay. Now the Sun is here. He already told you. They say when a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Whatever he said and allude to you asking about the commitment initially, like believe that. This is somebody that pretty much wants his cake and wants to eat it too. If he could have access to you without the commitment, great. like I said, the devil it could like lead towards somebody that is hedonistic, like they're very greedy. Now the sun card is like him already telling you the truth. He did express to you and tell you the truth about why he's not committing right now. And we have here the Queen of Swords, okay? Now the Queen of Swords is here, and the Queen of Swords reversed. It can signify a woman who may not be using her authority in a situation, Like, even though he said that, I think part of you is still just kind of curious to see what he does, okay? Almost like, yeah, I hear you, but you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting from your end of things. But that's why he hasn't given you the commitment, because right now he's just simply in this phase where he kind of wants his cake and wants to eat it too. That's the truth. Hey, what's up, Ari? Yeah, I thought about you too. We talked a couple days ago too, so thank you for checking in on me. Was in January. Yeah. I know. I'm telling you, I had to take care of myself. I'm spiritual, but I'm also human. So I have moments where I have to debrief and take a while back. Step back. So. But I'm happy to see all y'all here. So much happened. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Espargo. You'll be after us, Millie. Okay. All right. So let's look at why he hasn't emotionally really given to the connection. Okay. Well, we have the Eight of Swords reversed here. Okay, I told you you're probably growing. You got the Justice card here and the Queen of Pentacles here as well. Okay. Now, the Eight of Swords reversed, it can signify someone who they could be like just not giving emotionally or being so emotionally available, because this person may feel like in the past when they tried that, it backfired on them. Okay, so the Eight of Swords reverse is someone who is like choosing to avoid a situation or choosing not to face their fears, right? Now the Justice card is him feeling like that this is justified because maybe in the past, he did that. Now this could be a situation where he was giving emotionally to multiple women and it backfired on him. But I do see a Queen of Pentacles here and the Queen of Swords. Now this could suggest that there's someone else. Because I see another woman here. This could suggest another person because there's two. And he's right in the middle with the Knight of Cups. All right. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles real quick. What's her energy? Okay. We got the Six of Swords reversed here. And she feels slighted too. She's feeling slighted too. You're in this energy where you're reversed because you're operating out of an energy that you're not really secure in. But this Queen of Pentacles is reversed too. Well, not reversed, but her energy's reversed. So what I see him doing is he's getting more feelings for you versus her. They are not in communication right now for some reason. Maybe because he's getting more feelings for you. I see him slowly disconnecting from her. Okay. Now, yeah. He is slowly disconnecting from her, but the way he did it, right? Because it's not about what you do, it's how you do it. And the way he did it, it really is going to leave her feeling away. I mean, it's gonna be something as simple as her catching y'all together out somewhere. Like this could be something like that, because a Ten of Wands is like this. It's a heavy thing. It's like it's a completion, but it's heavy. The way it ends, it's heavy. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a situation where she could catch y'all out together somewhere or see some type of post, some type of way. She's gonna find out, but she's not gonna find out through him what's going on. She's actually a part of a third party. He didn't talk about another female, but it would be nice to know. Yeah, right? It would be nice to know that. I think these two right here, their energy is not connected right now. Currently, they're not talking. They're not talking. So maybe that's why he didn't bring her up. But like I said, this is like a I ghosted you, but I didn't tell you why. And then maybe she sees y'all together somewhere, or she gets wind that he's dealing with somebody. That's just kind of what I'm seeing. So emotionally, he's kind of like, withdrawn right now because, like I said, he he doesn't want to fully invest in the situation yet. But there is some residual energy from another person here too, so that could also be why he's not emotionally giving, holding back from you. Because this feels recent with this woman. This don't feel like something that happened like a year ago. This is recent with her, like a couple months ago. Yeah, possibly, because her coming out with the 10 of Wands means it ended, but it ended very harshly between them two. So something similar. Now this could be somebody that does this. This could be his way of doing things. This could be a pattern for him of like being a you know, what's the word I'm trying to say, like a heartbreaker. This could be that type of person. He loves them and he leaves them. It could be like that. Now, I'm not saying that could happen with you, but I mean, like I said, this is a situation where it seems like she was kind of like on the outskirts of things as well. They weren't actively together. I hope not, SMH. Right, exactly. But that's just kind of what I'm picking up on. So I just feel like at the end of the day, this would be a situation where you would need to evaluate. Just evaluate, because if it's one of those scenarios where he's kind of like just leading you down the path and he's like, yeah, I think I'm a dater, but then he's like, I'm not ready, then you have to make that choice for yourself and not place it in his hands. Now I don't know what happened between him and the other girl. Maybe they didn't have the compatibility that y'all have. I don't know. But I just see how he ended things with her wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for the likes. So that's just what I'm getting for him, why he hasn't committed and why, he's emotionally not connecting all the way. Just keeping some kind of like loose end energy there. Now you said that was your next question, so I answered your next question. Did you want to switch it up for the next question then, since I had picked up on her before you asked? I guess the last question is, will Tizzy cut off all options and give to me? All right, let's see. Now I'm gonna ask my yes or no cards just straight out, okay? Yeah. So will Tizzy cut off all options and give to Ismili? Will he cut off all options and give to Ismili? Yes, he will. Yes, he will, but you're going to have to stand firm on what you want. Like, this is one of them type of situations where you don't want to play too much of the nice girl. You know what I mean? You're going to have to be very demanding with him, that it's all or nothing with you. You can't do the hopping back and forth. That we don't do that. Okay. So with the Ace of Swords here, yes, but you got to be honest that you're not in it for that third party energy. Okay, but you do have leeway here with the Strength card to tame this person. Just stand firm on your boundaries. Stand firm on them. Don't let him play. Don't let him think that you're just a pushover. Like, start really speaking your truth. If you're not comfortable with this situation, or like I said, if you have to give him a deadline, do it and stick to it. Don't convince yourself, oh, he's just, going through something, whatever. Like, stick to your boundaries. That's how you're going to get him to drop all these other options. Yeah, you're gonna have to start being a little bit more demanding with what you want, because like I said, essentially it's your time that he's wasting. If you give it to him, he's gonna take all the time he wants. Like, I didn't see him, deciding to commit to you anytime soon. Yeah, you want it in the near future. Yeah. So, sometimes you got to be like that. Yeah, exactly. It's either that or move on. Yeah, exactly. So yes, there's room for him to drop all other options. But like I said, you're gonna have to put your foot down. Okay. So that's what I got for you, love. Thank you so much for your donations. SB, you will be next, okay? You're welcome. Let me know how everything goes, okay? How does BA truly feel about me? Okay. This is going to be for S Virgo. She wants to know, how does BA truly feel about her? I was just going to find the right way to bring it up to him. Yeah, I agree. Find the right way and go from there. You got this, though. It's Mealy. All right. So, BA. First card you got was the Eight of Cups reversed. It could be you growing. All right, so Eight of Cups reversed is here. So when it comes to this person, now they do feel like that you are somebody who can help them like stay out of help them to stay out of like negative emotions. Like, you bring a lot of like positive energy to them, positive energy to their overall life, I think this person possibly has had their fair share of up and downs, when it comes to the matters of the heart. But the Eight of Cups reverse is kind of like, yeah, you're unique, you're different. You don't remind them of anything about their past. Okay. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles here too. All right. This person also likes the pace of things. They like how you pretty much like you are someone who knows what they want. Okay. And you keep them in check. You keep them in line. You know what I mean? Like, you don't let this person take too much from you. You don't let this person like walk all over you. Like, you're someone who has you're very much so secure in who you are as a woman. You know what you want, and you know how you want a relationship or a connection to go. So they like that about you with the Knight of Materials here. He told me I was his true love the other day, which I thought was so sweet. And you are, like I said, you don't remind him of anything of his past. You're like a breath of fresh air to him. You're someone he sees as a positive force in his life. And he likes your sense of direction as a woman. With the Ten of Pentacles here, this is a person that genuinely wants to build with you. Can see like, this is someone who can see themselves coming together with you and creating like, family dynamic. The Ten of Pentacles is family energy. It's like the legacy. So this is someone who can see themselves with you in the future. They can see themselves having a kid with you, whatever. And we have the Ten of Wands here as well. Okay. Let's look at the Ten of Wands. Why is that here? Now, the Ten of Wands can talk about like setback or delays with the connection. I don't know if this is someone you have been dealing with. Okay. But with the Ten of Wands here, this person does want to like grow out of this energy of like delays or setbacks. They look like they're ready to kind of like really move forward with this connection. Okay. I don't know whatever the delay could have been in the past, whether it was, anything, it could have happened. But this person is ready to move forward with the Chariot. And with the Four of Pentacles here, yeah. This person is ready to claim this connection fully with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what it is. He's ready to move this forward. Or he will be very soon with the Chariot. There's movement here after a period of delays and obstacles with the Ten of Wands. But again, this man does see you in his future. He sees you as someone that he can lay down, plant the tree with, as far as family, have children with you, grow together. That's what that Ten of Pentacles is. It's long-term energy, stable long-term energy. Now, the Knight of Materials could also signify the fact that he likes that you have been steadfast in a connection. You have always, been there for him, supporting him, being a supportive person in his life. Never talked down to him, never smited his name, hasn't been full of drama. You're just somebody that's very much so grounded, and he likes that. Okay. But like I said, with the Four of Pentacles here, he's ready to claim this connection, claim you, claim this relationship. Okay. When is he like, is he at a distance because he's doing something like with work related, or what's going on? How would he react and feel if I told him about my romantic feelings for him? I kind of feel I missed my chance the day he said that. I was caught off guard. No, I understand that. Yeah, for work and school. Is he almost done? Is he almost done with school? Or will he be able to relocate soon? All right, so let's see. So when it comes to BA, how will he react and feel if, as Virgo, told him about her romantic feelings for him? Let's see. How will he react and feel? So we have the Four of Swords here. And honestly, the Four of Swords, it can signify someone that's kind of like, he already knew. You know what I mean? Like, he already knew that, you were feeling these things for him and things, if anything, he knew you were waiting on him to express himself. So the Four of Swords is like someone that's like, it's as if like when you tell him, it's just going to be confirmation of what he already knew. Okay. Now, the Ten of Swords is here. Okay. And the Ten of Swords is here with the Page of Wands. All right. Now, honestly, as far as like y'all connection and things like that, he's gonna feel like, I see him like restating his emotions or his feelings for you, because he is gonna feel like that it took him too long. You know what I mean? He's gonna feel like it took him too long. So I see him like, once you express yourself, he may reiterate how he feels too. Okay, it may tell you like, I'm sorry for, taking so long to express these things to you, and I knew how you felt about me in the past, but I just wasn't ready. Like, I just see him like admitting some of the things that like maybe you felt that he should have said sooner. Okay. And then you have Justice. So Justice is here because, like I said, he feels like that you guys are in a good place. Like, you guys are finally on the same page with each other. So he feels like this is, the connection that he feels, he wants to be in. But like I said, Four of Swords is like confirmation of things that you already knew. Woo, no, LOL. We could probably do long distance for a while, which I'm okay with till he graduates. Yeah, I gotcha. But yeah, y'all definitely could try the long distance with each other. I think that would be a great, opportunity for y'all to test the relationship, the strength of it. Because long distance, that's a different type of, commitment. It's not like you could just wake up and see a person. It takes consistency, loyalty, and being able to think outside of the box. Like, that's the most creative that you could be with a person, is finding ways to date and things like that with distance in the middle, So I think it could work for y'all too. Okay. You can go ahead and post your next question when you're ready. Hi. Okay. No. No, that's not a hiding spot. Those are boxes.
Yes. What else?
Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it so much. How does he see me? A? Okay, so how does A see? That's Virgo. Thank you. Yeah, she's running around hiding from her dad. All right, how does he see as Virgo? How does VA see as Virgo? How does he see her? Let's look. How does VA see as Virgo? All right, let's see. So, how he sees you as the Queen of Cups. It's okay. How he sees you as the Queen of Cups. You know, a woman who is very wise, a woman who is someone that is very loyal, very loving, very generous. A woman who has a lot of intuition, is wise. You know, she's someone that can solve problems, someone who can provide that gentle, that gentle touch, that gentle energy. So he's usually someone who's very caring, okay? And you just fit him because he's coming out as a King of Pentacles and he needs the softness, okay? You balance that out. You're very feminine, you're very soft. Although you have a stern hand, you're very soft in your delivery. And he likes that about you. Okay? Um, he sees you as his soulmate, his partner, his life partner. You guys have the lovers. He sees you as the woman that he knows he's going to marry. Like, if you guys are able to make it through the test of time, he knows that you are going to be the woman that he marries. Okay? High Priestess is here. Again, this is somebody that he sees as very wise, very intuitive, very spiritual. You know? No. Very spiritual, very wise. Okay. Also, with the Eight of Pentacles here, he sees you as a woman that's very hardworking, very consistent. Very consistent. Anytime you say you're going to do something, you do it. You do it. You get it done. He loves that about you. You don't wait for people to give you hand-me-outs or anything like that. You do what you say you're going to do. Hey, Black Widow, how you been? And with the Two of Swords here, he sees you as someone who can help him make decisions when he's kind of like stuck or lost. You know, Virgos are really good at that. Virgos are really good at helping people to get to the detail, or they're very good at seeing things that are missing, like putting the missing puzzle piece together for people. So he sees you as someone who can help him navigate sometimes, when he gets stuck in indecisiveness. So overall, like I said, he definitely sees you as the woman he can be with. Like, you check off a lot of boxes in his, for him. Yes, it has been a while. It has been. How is life? How are things going for you right now? Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So that's what I'm getting as Virgo. Okay. And thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. Donations. Girl, things are going okay. My credit lady dropped my credit score to hell and pretty much disappeared, and my engine needs to be fixed. It's shot. Oh my goodness. Wait, what do you mean she dropped your credit score to hell? What did she do? I donate for 2 more. I love that. That's great. Okay, sure. Go ahead and post whenever you're ready. And your engine needs to be fixed. Oh my goodness. I really hope that you can get it fixed soon. Engine issues are so expensive. What are BA's intentions for my future with him? That's a great question. Let's see. What are BA's intentions for him and S Virgo's future together? What are his intentions with her? What are his intentions with her? His intentions with you is with the High Priestess here and the Six of Swords. He wants to provide a comfortable life with you. He wants to give you what you want, what you deserve. This is a man that doesn't want to show up in your life to become a burden or to make life hard for you. He wants to give you the finer things in life. And maybe he has already spoken of that or said that before, but his intentions are still the same, like to provide you with comfort, stability, okay? And we have the Knight of Swords here as well. Now let's keep going with his intentions, because I do see that he has possibly already spoken these things to you, or it's going to be spoken soon, like it'll be revealed. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles energy and his intentions. And his intentions is to give you long-term commitment, something that you want, okay? He wants to give you long-term commitment, and also the Hierophant can signify marriage. It can signify lineage, generation. So this is a man that's, once he's able to make the moves that he wants to make when it comes to y'all two, it's like it's already on the table that you're going to be the woman that he decides that he wants to marry. Sun card is here as well. So again, these things are already been revealed. They're already been revealed to you. You also have here the Justice card and the Hermit, right? So the Justice card is giving you the things that you deserve. After a period of having to kind of lay low or not be able to act on this connection, then comes in the Justice energy of him giving you everything that you deserve. Okay? So his intentions are to make these things come into fruition for you, to give you the comforts, the finer things in life, because he knows you deserve it, and to give you long-term commitment / marriage. This could even talk about children as well with the Hierophant. I don't even know, to be honest. I checked my credit score today, and she was avoiding me for a month. She answered me, and with an attitude. She said that her assistant will follow up with me, but I know she, what does Cam and Scorpio think about me? We were talking, then things ended abruptly. I'm so curious. Okay, she ain't got no assistant? Oh, no. Are you able to pull a credit report to see what she did? Black Widow Row? I'm back. I just got off the bus and now I'm home. I had to work today. Oh, okay. How did work go for you, Ari? All right. So for S Virgo, she wants to know, what does Cam the Scorpio think about her? What does Cam the Scorpio think about S Virgo? Things ended abruptly with him. I see it with this Three of Cups reversed here. This could have been someone who had a third party. It was fun until it wasn't. Once he kind of figured out that you were looking for something possibly serious with him, it's like he had to drop the connection. But you already were probably in some type of third party situation without knowing. Or maybe you did know. I don't know. But it looks like I said, he didn't want to move into a long-term connection with you. Yeah, this is someone who was manipulating energy. So he came off as one thing, but was another. The magician has many tools that they can use to manipulate people. Okay. We have here the Chariot reversed as well. Like I said, he abruptly stopped things because he knew that you were going to want something more from him. With the Three of Cups reversed again, this is someone who could have been dealing with other people. Muse of Emotions is here, and the Five of Cups. Yeah. So I see, like, at the end of the day, you know, they always say rejection is protection. I honestly feel like that this is somebody who emotionally wasn't in a place to even really give anyway. This is somebody who is like using other people to deal with their emotions. They're like siphoning from other people because they're not really happy with themselves. So this was going to be somebody that you were going to have challenges with regardless, because he's not in a right emotional state to be with you or be with someone. Yeah, yeah. He just wasn't, you know, he wasn't a good option. So, but I can respect the fact that he did walk away because he knew, you know what I mean, versus continuously playing you. I see him, he knew you were a good woman and you didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve the type of person that he is. So sometimes men will do that. They'll ghost you instead of admitting the truth. Curious, will he attempt to reach out to me? I could check for you. Black Widow Row, I would say to possibly pull a credit report and then possibly freeze your credit to stop her from doing anything else. Since she has all of your information, I would freeze it and then reach out to like Experian or something if you feel like she did some fraudulent activity on your credit. You're welcome. Will the Scorpio attempt to reach out to us, Virgo? Will he attempt to reach out to her? No, he won't. Nah, the Five of Cups is here. Like I said, this man could be literally going through depression as well. That could be another reason why he ended things abruptly with you, because he's going through depression. I told you, like he's the type that he's in a dark space, and so unfortunately he's not going to really treat anyone right. So depression could also be why he fell away from you. So I got to know for right now. Okay, that's fine. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your donations, S Virgo. Thank you for coming into the chat today. Does anyone else have a question for me? Anybody else have questions?
Whatnot is an app you download on your smartphone or your tablet where sellers are having live shows 24/7 to bid on all the comics you could ever want. It is pretty amazing. And you know what else is pretty dope?
Sure, Ari. Hey, love, what are your prices? Have they changed? No, the prices are still the same, but I'll go ahead and pin it. And Ari, yes, you can ask the question, love. There you go. Black Widow roll, okay. Yes, I still do my questions left. Okay, sure. I'm gonna actually pin this price list so that way it don't get lost again in the. Oh, I actually did. Okay, cool. Thank you for your donation, Black Widow Row. You can go ahead and post when you're ready, okay? Okay, sure. Sarah with Oracle. Okay. My question was my ex-roommate jealous of the fact that I had a mom who apparently she thought I could depend on? If so, was there any other things about me that she envied? Okay, that's a good question. When it comes to Oracle, I have a couple different ones, Black Widow Rose. So let me go grab my case real quick, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so with the Oracle messages, I have the Angel cards. It's called Angel Answers. I also have it's more of an ancestral messages with the Starseed Oracle, or we can just do personal spiritual energy here with the Work Your Light Oracle or the Psychic Tarot. So you just kind of let me know if you want like an ancestral message, a message from the angels, or if you just want like personal growth messages, okay? She also had a bigger butt than me, which I somehow wanted, but I didn't necessarily envy it. Just something I wanted for myself. I want a bigger butt, right? Which I could gain by working out, but it would take so much time. She's a Taurus, by the way. Tauruses are, yeah, when they're in their shadow, they're not the easiest people to deal with. So I can see why there was so much friction. Tarot with Oracle, what messages do the ancestors and spirit guides have for me? I think I'm going to get over this hump, but I definitely have to plan accordingly. Starseed Oracle? Okay, cool. I'll do tarot with the oracle first. So let's see. What messages do the ancestors and spirit guides have for Black Widow Row? Messages, ancestors and spirit guides. All right, so you're here. Page of Voices is the spirit guide messages, ancestral messages, and the 5 of Wands. Okay. They can be buried too much in their shadow. If they don't evolve or grow, yes, they can be very difficult people. Probably because they're fixed as well. So sometimes they can really be in their own way. All right, so tell me more about this Queen of Inspiration. So Queen of Inspiration talks about, basically where you stand in life. You're very powerful. You're a very powerful woman. You're somebody who can get what they want effortlessly sometimes. A woman who is very determined, a woman who is naturally ambitious, right? So let's look at this Queen of Wands. We're going to do the Starseed Oracle to clarify. I heard call your power back. Okay? Call your power back. Now, we do have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Spirit guide ancestors are asking you to resend your power back from whatever happened or whatever is going on. It also has here messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance here. Okay. Now, this could talk about doing a cleanse. This could talk about spiritual baths. This could talk about meditation, grounding work. Okay. They're asking you to do these things to call back your power again. And then it's another card here. It says called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Okay. So there may have been a lapse in, possible spiritual work, or you may have gotten kind of a little bit, sidetracked with your job and things like that. So maybe you haven't been doing the spiritual work at home to keep things like, to keep things balanced and keep things flowing. So they're just saying it's time to tighten up on protection work. Okay. Or to do some protection work. Now, let's look at the Page of Voices. Yeah. Let's look at the Page of Voices. So the Page of Voices can be information. And I think it's because you're meant to receive a download. What is the download? They want you to clear your energy because you are going to be receiving downloads of what to do next steps. The Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Yeah. This could also talk about writing petition, leaving it on the altar. Page of Voices is talking about messenger communication. And this may be a situation that you have to bring to your ancestors. Your spirit team, tell them what you want them to do. They're waiting to help you, but they need you to tell them what you want them to do on your behalf. So a cleanse, meditation, something to clear the negative energy from your auric field, and then also a petition or something here for your spirit guides, your ancestors. You can also feel free to leave offerings. I'm seeing flowers on this card, but you don't have to do flowers. You can do whatever resonates with you, okay? But they are asking that you do a petition. Let's look at this 5 of inspiration. Why is the 5 of Wands here? Five of Wands is clarified by the fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life. This is not your battle. That's as simple as day. They don't want you. Because see, with the Queen of Wands, like I said, this is ambitious. This is a woman that takes action. This is a woman that stands firm in what she believes. But I do not feel like that this is a battle that you're supposed to go in alone. It looks like that your spirit team are there. They want you to surrender. They want you to give it all to them, and they will take care of it. With the 5 of Wands, your job in this situation is just to do a cleanse. Okay. Now, the next thing you have is the void. Stop, embrace winter and great cosmic womb. Okay. Now this can talk about the divine is ready. The divine is ready to give you a fresh start. A new season is coming where somebody meant for you to have demise or someone meant for things to go bad for you. It's like spirit has stepped in. Okay. They have stopped whatever this was. So it could have just been negative energy, evil eye, somebody wishing things on you. Okay, but it's like spirit came in and stopped it. That's why you have the void. It went nowhere. Okay, no weapon formed against you prospered. It may feel like it did, but it didn't truly prosper. Okay, and then the weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. I just said that. So they're telling you again, it's not yours to carry. To release this energy, okay, and allow spirit to take over. So I feel like whoever did you wrong, whatever was done wrong to you, whoever sent you negative energy or wished bad things on you or did things to you, it will be returned to them. But spirit is saying it's not for you to take action. Okay. Um, so that's like what I'm getting from your spirit team. Now, you can use like black walnut or anything like that to kind of, do a spiritual cleanse. Now, I don't know who this person was that sent this energy your way. I don't know. I can't decipher that really in this reading. So, but I do feel like there could have been like some evil eye energy going on. There could have been people speaking negatively on you about your life, talking down on you. There could have been anything like that, and it kind of tried to manifest itself. But that's why spirit is telling you to spiritually cleanse yourself. Okay. And then you can go ahead and post your next question when you're ready. Main sources are slightly better. Yeah, me and fixed signs don't mix. I don't think I really have any major fixed sign placements. I still don't get the fact how she thought it was perfectly fine to take my shit without asking, and if I did the same to her, she would lose it. And crazy thing is, when I got angry, she had the nerve to get even more angry than I did and fight me when she was the one who was in the wrong. She was dead wrong and did not care, but had the nerve to try and justify what she did by saying that I was pissing her off. Like, girl, you pissed me off by taking my stuff without asking. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. She expects me to care about her feelings, but doesn't care about mine. Sure, I paid rent late, but I still never touched her stuff without asking. I was only paying what I could afford. Right. That makes sense. Yeah. Black Widow Road. Yeah. It just seemed like some type of spiritual attack. That's what it boils down to. The rent was too much for me to handle. I overestimated myself, which I regret deeply. I've only borrowed her stuff 2 to 3 times, and each time I asked her for permission. Yeah, I feel that, Ari. I could see how that kind of created like, imbalance with y'all too. I'm not sure what her problem was, but I'm glad you are in a safer place now. What is coming towards me in spring and summer other than the cruise? Okay. All right. So what is coming towards Black Widow around the spring and summer other than the cruise? Let's look at the spring and then let's look at the summer. Now, I feel like in the spring with the Muse of Emotions here and the Eight of Emotions, I do see you kind of like pulling back your energy from a lot of stuff. And we have here the Five of Wands here with the Nine of Swords. I see you in the spring, like taking charge of like your mental health, taking a hiatus or a break from a lot of things. You may decide to kind of go into like a hermit mode energy because you only want to align with things that make sense for you. With the Hierophant here as well, you may decide to go to like your tribe. You may decide to take a retreat. You may decide to connect within your inner community and just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like stay within. Because like I said, it seems like you're going to be just kind of like, all right, I'm going to take this moment to kind of like re-solidify myself. Okay. So in the spring, this could also talk about, you delving more into things that like you enjoy. Maybe you start like, picking up on classes on art, or maybe you start doing yoga, or maybe you start to write. It's just something you're going to start doing to kind of detach yourself from outside noise in the spring. So again, that could be you picking up a new hobby, something to keep your mind off of the negative things that have happened. Now, the Hierophant also can signify contracts. It can signify establishments or business. So maybe this is a time where you start to kind of pour into your business or pour into your personal ventures, like I was saying before. So I just see like a recalibration more so in the spring. Is there anything else for the spring? We got the Lovers here. Now, there could be a connection that's kind of like evolving around this time. There's a significant person that is in your energy around the spring, or they've been there, but it could be more prevalent in the spring that you two are spending more time together. But like I said, with the Tower here, the Tower can signify letting things fall away, things that don't serve you, you know? So I just, like I said, see, essentially it's just a time frame where you're just going to be clearing out negative energy, clearing out things that don't serve you, and connecting more with yourself. Like I said, if there is a romantic partner, connecting more with them, and just recentering yourself. Diving deeply into your spirituality too. The Hierophant is a spiritual card. It's spirituality. So you can also be doing that as well. Okay. Let's look at the summer. Summer. The Black Widow row. Now, the summertime, we have the Nine of Wands here, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. I see you working really hard to regain your footing. Now, maybe this is the credit situation. Maybe you actually start to go after this lady. Gather up the tools and the resources needed to go after this lady, okay? So I see action, something. Because I feel like in your defense, you did not receive what you needed, and now has caused you some type of obstacle or delay. So I see you going after her. Okay. We also have the Page of Emotions here, or Page of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Like I just see in the couple months of the summer, like you're going to be like operating more out of like practical energy. You're going to be, not that you don't have feelings or anything like that, because they're there with the Page of Cups, but you feel like that in these particular months, like your mindset is what's going to make or break the situations that you're in. So I see you like using your head to get, things that you need done. So like I said, this is reaching out to resources to get help. This is reaching out to, even if you got contact legal sources for help. Like I just see you going after her. Anything else with this Eight of Pentacles? And just rebuilding yourself. That's it. Rebuilding yourself. And you're going to do it really quick. Rebuilding your credit, possibly too. Because like I said, there could be some stuff that some issues that she caused now. Because if your credit is not where it needs to be, this could stop you from getting loans. This could stop you from getting credit cards. This could stop you from doing a lot of stuff. So that's why I said I see you claiming your power back. But in this season of the spring, this is like the recalibration moment. You getting back on your spiritually connected. But then, like I said, in the summer, that's when I see you taking a lot more action. It looks like July is going to be a really strong month for you, where you could start to see things kind of like balance themselves back out again, especially with the Hierophant here. So I just see, like I said, you are going to be more proactive in the summer. In the spring, I see you kind of being a little bit more in hermit mode. Yeah. And like I said, regaining your strength with spirituality. So that's, you going on retreats, or whoever you go see, you may go to them for help. Just different things of that nature. Okay. All right. Let me see. When I called her out, and she kept justifying her behavior and giving all types of excuses and kept bringing up the rent issues. So she took my things several times, even before rent came. She felt like because I wasn't paying rent on time, that means that she could take my shit. It's not like I was keeping money from her and refusing to pay rent when I had money. I was broke. Wow, that's crazy. You welcome, Black Widow Rose. Sorry, I left the whole novel. It's fine. Yeah, that's crazy. So let's see. Let me ask your question, Ari. You want to know if that roommate was envious of you, if she was jealous of you? Was Ari's ex roommate jealous of her, envious of her in any way? Yeah, she was. She was. With the Eight of Wands here, it's an energy thing too, because Wands, Eight of Wands particularly moves very, very fast, very, very fast. Um, so this could talk about somebody that didn't necessarily like the energy between you two. She didn't really feel like you guys connected. Okay, maybe at the beginning, yes, but like as y'all lived together, she just kind of was like realizing like you weren't her cup of tea real fast. And no offense, babe, but Tauruses sometimes when they are uncomfortable, they because I was gonna say something about Tauruses, but Tauruses when they are uncomfortable or they don't like something, they can become very like bullies. Um, Very bullheaded energy. So I feel like once she realized that you and her weren't gonna mesh, she started trying to like find ways to like irritate you or piss you off. Page of Swords is here. That's why I said that. Her taking your stuff, she knew that that irritated you. So like in a way, it was like she was trying to like antagonize you, bully you. Um, but there definitely could have been, like I said, some jealousy there. Um, let's look at this Eight of Wands. Yeah, she just didn't like you. She didn't like you. That's, I mean, it's boiling down to her not liking you. She didn't like your energy. She didn't like you. And so she was looking for ways to like basically get you to leave. She wanted you to leave. With the Seven of Cups here and the Hierophant is her. She's a Taurus. But the Seven of Cups here is talking about like basically her kind of like doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that and then playing victim and causing confusion and chaos and discord. Like it was all premeditated. And I can guarantee you that she had plans to move somebody else in. So the way that she figured to do that was to take your stuff, piss you off, create a fight. She was doing things to like get you out of there. She wanted you gone. Because like I said, somebody else that she wanted to be roommates with. Yeah. Basically, Aria, she wanted you to just kind of be a pushover, but also in a way she wanted to push you out the door because she didn't like you. And like I said, sometimes Tauruses, they don't like being uncomfortable, so they will create discomfort for everybody else. So for her, like I said, I do feel like she had a motive. She moved somebody else there. Yeah. So maybe they ended up living together. Maybe she let him move in. But like I said, she wanted to create space for someone else because once she made it up in her mind that she didn't like you, all bets were off. Like she was done with you. So she created a lot of discord on purpose. Okay. And sometimes people can be just jealous of your spirit. Sometimes people can just be jealous of, you know, your personality. It could have been anything, you know? But that's just like what it boils down to though. Right. He's saying he didn't know what was going on, but the fact that she just let him have your cereal was wrong. But she knew what she was doing. She knew that that was going to piss you off. She knew what she was doing. It's like she wanted it to pop off like that on purpose. So that's what I'm getting about her. She took a whole box cereal that I was looking forward to eating some of it for breakfast, and she gave the whole box to him. Yeah, that was wrong. She was most definitely bogus about that. She was very bogus about that. But like I said, bottom line is I just see her like intentionally doing that. She knew what she was doing. She knew she was gonna upset you. She knew she was gonna piss you off. Like bottom line. Right, exactly. Exactly. She didn't even think to support him some, right? Yeah, she did it on purpose, sorry. I hate to say that, but that girl knew what she was doing. She wanted to see you crash out. It was all intentional. The second option would have been me having to cook some pancakes for my pancake mix, which I didn't want to have to cook that day, and I had pancakes the day before. That was the last straw. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no matter how you feel about someone, touching other people's stuff is never okay. So like her going out that way was pretty sad. Um, but I think in her mind, she felt like if she didn't do stuff like that you wouldn't have left. You know, like just crazy. She's crazy. But like I feel like she wanted to move somebody else in. She wanted somebody else to take your place. You know, could have been a guy, could have been another person that she felt was her friend. But another bottom line, it was bogus. Yeah, like being somebody that's like narcissistic with it or like gaslighting. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve that at all. No, she did not like you at all. Mm-mm. Just very reckless. She was very reckless. She even said that she had been waiting to fight me for a while. That's what I'm saying. Like she wanted to pick with you and bait you into fighting her because she wanted you to get out. Like she didn't want you there no more. You know? So it's like, yeah. But that's wrong though. No matter, I mean, she better be glad that you didn't like literally try to sue her because I mean, you could have. But that's sad that she's like that. But you know, what you get out, what you put out, you get back. You know, so she'll get what she'll get what's coming her way. Mm-hmm. Yep, getting defensive. Yeah, creating the energy to have a fight, creating the energy for you to be uncomfortable. Yep, it was all intentional. And she's probably just not a good person at the end of the day. You know? And she was really wanting to fight me in those times, and that time was clearly perfect time for her. Yeah, exactly. All right. I'm going to be getting off of here in the next like 5 minutes. Does anybody else have questions for me? 5 more minutes, you guys. She was looking for the perfect time to beat me up and fight me, hence why she's always getting defensive and doing things that she knows I wouldn't like. Yep, exactly. And that's the thing about like even when it boils down to like the zodiac signs, you know, the Aries is the ram, right? And then Tauruses are the bull. So just imagine those two, you know, duking it out. You know, Aries and Taurus, they work great until they don't. You know, and it can get pretty bad. You know, you got two uh bullheaded people basically. Right. But she probably would have felt like that wasn't going to work for you. Like she probably felt that you wanted to be there. You know, like who wouldn't want to be in their own space their first time living without their parent? Like she knew you weren't going to just leave. She knew that. She knew that she's going to have to fight you to get you out of there. That's what I'm saying. Like it was premeditated. And there's no telling who was in her ear to tell her to do that too. Right, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's unfortunate that she was just so low vibrational like that. You know. How are things now that you're with your mom? Have y'all been able to make amends? Is the chicken good? Yeah. I'm not the fighter type. I'd rather have the cops called on me than get into a fight with someone. She was pretty much always starting arguments too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, she was just baiting you, girl. She was looking for a reason to get you out of there. It's messed up. It really is.
Put her in her seat.
Right. Exactly, Ari. Mm-hmm. I got 4 more minutes left, you guys, for questions. 4 minutes left. Right. She could have did the right thing and just told you that she wanted you to go, but not the type of person she is. Some people like to choose violence. Yeah, she was territorial. Mm-hmm. But I think I had seen that in your reading too, though, Ari. About her. Hmm? Hey, Shakira. What'd you say?
Me?
Yeah. Oh. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, Shavish. Okay. Let me have paper towels, Isla. All right, so Shavish, I'll go ahead and answer your question that you had on live. Paper towel. Thank you. I know, I see you. Hey, girl. I don't have to like you just because I'm cool with someone that you are cool with too. Right. She just didn't want no parts of you at all in her life, huh? That's sad. All right. Shellfish, let me go ahead and answer your question. I'm on the end cap of my live, ladies. So I'm gonna like put the max on my live at 10 minutes, okay? That's including questions. So if y'all got questions, post them, please. All right, so let's go ahead and I want to ask Shevish question now that you're on here. Okay, I want to change the question. Basically, already confirmed Inboundance won't be anything but a friend or acquaintance. The way he lives his life, he's a friendly guy. Plus, I don't think he's looking for anything serious at that. He also stated he's looking for friends on his profile. So I'm 100% this is where this is headed, and he hasn't tried to make any moves or provide consistent communication. He wasn't looking for guy friends, but I guess I'm willing to try. Okay. What's the overall outcome of this connection between me and Inboundance if tried to pursue things as friends? Like, will it be a significant connection or will it fall off? Okay. So will the connection, well, basically what will be the overall outcome of the connection between Shevish and Inboundance if she tried to pursue things as friends with him? Will be the overall outcome of that connection with him? Those are so good. All right, so the Hangman came out. That was the first card that came out. So you would kind of find that the connection is not really moving in any direction. Even as friends with him, it wouldn't really grow into like a significant friendship connection. Obviously, it's not going to go there either because he's not actively looking for a relationship. So you would just kind of find that it gets very stagnant very quickly. Page of Swords reverse, you guys may even eventually stop communicating with each other if you were to pursue it.
Dang.
Sorry. So yeah, the Page of Swords is reversed. Communication would probably stop. And that may be because you don't like the way he communicates. You already said it. If a person is not communicating the way you like right now, then obviously it would irritate you if you were trying to pursue something with them because they will continue to show up inconsistent because they already show you that they're inconsistent. So I see y'all having issues with the communication as well. All right. And we have the Two of Cups coming out here. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. If you were to pursue it in a relationship energy, yeah, no. No. I feel like you two would just kind of like, I honestly see you kind of like falling away from him and connecting with someone else. Because, like I said, you are in an energy of not selling yourself short. If you want something, you want it. There is no like in between as far as like connection goes. Even if you two started to like flirt or whatever, like you just would feel like he's not the type that you would want to be with. I did see you desiring more of a mutual connection with somebody. You should have tried to sue her. All right, she did too much. I mean, he's been consistent with the past couple hours, but I don't know how long that'll last. Why didn't I think of that? I'm not going to do it now, though. Girl, you can probably still do it. Yeah, I already knew we would clash. Yeah, it's there because you want at the bottom, at the end of the day, Shevish, you're not just looking for friends. You're looking for compatibility. You're looking for a partnership. And you will quickly realize that you're selling yourself short with him because he's just not even the bare minimum of a friendship he's not showing up for. And I would just like be like, oh no, I gotta let him go. Like, heck no. Like, I'm not gonna keep on building on this thing. Even as a friend, he can't even be consistent. No, absolutely not. Yeah. Why wouldn't it work out as friends with you two? Why wouldn't it work out? Well, I mean, like I said, you're going against yourself. Like I had told you before, anytime you go against yourself, like to try to be something other than what you really want, it doesn't work out because it's not your authentic energy. You know what I'm saying? That's like me saying like, oh, I want a piece of chocolate cake, but then I settle for vanilla. Like that's not what I really wanted, right? So I'm not going to be as enthusiastic to receive it, or I'm not going to enjoy it as much because it's not what I want. So universe is showing you to stand on your boundaries of what you want from people. You get what I'm saying? Like don't sell yourself short just because. Even in friendships, even if it's like a friend situation, if that person is not giving you that same effort or energy, then they don't deserve a seat at your table. So the universe is simply showing you to stand firm on your boundaries, not to give too much benefit of the doubt. Exactly, Shakira. He seemed like he would have been cool as a friend at least. I mean, yeah, but I think like the communication is what's going to irritate you. I saw that right away. How he communicates. It's like, yeah, he'll do good one day, but then you won't talk to him for 3 days. Like, what the heck? It's just a level of irritation with it that you're going to be getting. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with nothing that mess with her, Ari, because birds of a feather flock together, girl. I mean, I'm not settling. I just knew I would have been okay with being friends with him too. Yeah, it will be the communication is the reason why y'all would clash. He was a Virgo. Interesting. A couple of things about him that would have, like, nah, romantically. Right, exactly. And like I said, I think it's just the sheer bare minimum of energy, even in a friendship, is going to irritate you. Because, like, I'm not even asking for nothing. I just want to be friends. And you can't even stick around and be consistent for a friendship? Oh, heck no. All right, so I'm dating Q. He's a Capricorn so far. He has been consistent and spent a lot of money on me. How does he feel about me? Second, will this turn into a relationship? If so, when? All right, how does Q, the Capricorn, feel about Shakira? How does he feel about her? Okay, so how he feels about you with the Hangman reverse here. This is definitely somebody who feels like that you are something different. Somebody that he's never, like, obviously he's never dated a woman like you before. So he feels like that you open his mind up. It's just your energy. It's like you make him want to do things out of his comfort zone. You bring that to the table. And maybe this is him acting out of his comfort zone, you know? You got to take a risk to get something that you want. And maybe this was him taking a risk. I feel like you told me that he told you that, he admitted feelings and stuff for you, or he admitted that he used to have a crush on you. That's out of his comfort zone, but you challenge him to step out of that. And he sees you as somebody who he doesn't mind giving to because he feels like that it's worth the investment. Like you're worth the investment with the Six of Pentacles here. He knows that, like, as he continues to give, you're going to want to give to him too. He's a very smart guy. He knows that if you really want a woman to give you, her loyalty or give you whatever, it's like you gotta pay the piper, So he sees you as worth the investment. He just hopes that, like, you don't break his heart. He hopes that you feeling him like he feeling you. He hopes that it's requited. He hopes that it's requited energy with y'all too. Okay. Now, will this connection go into a relationship with Shakira? Will the connection go into a relationship with Shakira with Q, and when? Yeah. Yes, it will go into a relationship with him. And you guys, I mean, honestly, let me see. When will they get in a relationship with each other? The Lovers. Y'all could decide to get into a relationship with each other within the next, like, 2 months. I see, honestly, Shakira, you might be the one that kind of, like, delays it a little bit because you still feel like you need to work on your mental or whatever. But y'all definitely have compatibility to go into a relationship. I'm saying in the next 2 months. Which that would be what? Taurus? And that timeline is completely free will. I mean, y'all could get together sooner. That's just what I'm seeing right now. I love that for you, Shakira. I love that. Thank you. I said before my birthday, this spirit sent him. This spirit sent this guy cute to Shakira. The spirit's in this guy for Shakira. Q. I got you, Shavish. 1 second. Yes, Spirit did. Spirit did send him to you because they got tired of basically no results from other people. They got tired of you dealing with Knight of Swords people who said that they were going to do but didn't show up. So Spirit took action and removed those people and brought you something more sincere. So yes. Shevish. Hold on 1 second, Ari. Let me answer these questions real quick first. Second question from Shevish is what? How will things go if I entertain the Aquarius again, whenever he decides to come back around? I know I heard something would happen again, but I want to hear it in depth on what. Okay, so how would things go if Shevish was to entertain the Aquarius again? How would things go? All right, you guys, I am getting ready to close the live for questions. I'm at my 10-minute mark, okay? All right. Drakera, you'll be my last one for questions. Shevish, do you mind closing the live? All right, with the moon reverse here, you would get some clarity on what happened and why he moved the way he did. I do see him rushing in to tell you what happened, the truth about what he did, what happened, clearing his conscience or whatever. I do see that. All right. Now, as far as like y'all moving in a certain like direction, like if you wanted to know if y'all would like reconciling, try to be in a relationship, I don't really see a lot of movement that supports that. And the reason for that is because you may, like with the Ace of Swords reversed here, you may just kind of feel like that at the end of the day, you don't really trust that he won't do it again. So I see you doing this more out of just like precaution and just kind of keeping things light with him. Like, yeah, you could come back in, you can tell me your truths and all that, but that doesn't mean that I have to allow you to be back in my space the way I had you, because I just see you like more so precautious of his energy. Like you don't feel like you could really take him full face value, Yeah, and I think it was just a lot of emotional pull on you, and you just, like I said, I see you just being cautious, very cautious with the 9 of Swords. Like it almost makes you anxious. So I don't see you putting a lot of energy into this connection, Shevish. I kind of see you having kind of like another energy, like you're just kind of like allowing him to be around, but not really. So if you wanted to see if you and him are going to get back together, no, you're not. Simply because you can't trust his energy, and also because he's already showed you that what he's capable of. Okay. You're welcome. Oh, Zinni. Yeah, she was crazy, Ari. Sorry that you went through that with her. All right, so let me see, Shakira. Show me the relationship overall. What will I be fulfilled? Will Shakira be fulfilled in a relationship with Q? Yes, because I see him being able to take direction very well from you. I see him being able to take whatever you need him to do, and him being able to create that energy for you. Let's just say you're like, oh, I really would like if you would bring me more flowers more often. He's gonna do it. He's very practical with the Knight of Pentacles here. He's willing to do whatever you ask him to do. So it's almost like it works for you because this is someone who's a good listener. They're a great listener and they take direction very well. With the 7 of Cups here too, with the High Priestess here, it's almost as if he knew what you needed. He doesn't bring in a lot of that confusion that you were used to in the past. He knows what you need, and he's willing to be adaptable to you. 6 of Pentacles is here, and the 10 of Pentacles. So yes, you will be fulfilled in this connection because this is someone who's with you, and they're with you for longevity. This is not just somebody who's just with you to like waste your time. Okay. And then will Shakira's doctor sign off on her release? Will she give her the release or sign off on her release tomorrow? I feel like she will, but you're going to really have to express to her like that you really just need her to do this. Like that even though she wasn't willing to sign off on the extra leave, like just to give you this time because you really need it. So I see a yes, but you're going to really have to convince her. You're going to have to use your Gemini energy to get what you want from her. Manipulate that energy as much as possible. Okay? All right, ladies. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. Thank y'all so much for coming on. I am going to try to get on again this week. I just need to know to get back to work. Oh, okay, to get back to work. Yeah, I see a yes, though, essentially with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I see a yes with the Ace of Cups, but you're going to have to just really express to her, like, I need you to do this. Like, I get you couldn't give me that extra time, but I need you to do this for me so I can go back in. Whatever you have to do to make sure she understands how important this is for her to do this. Okay? All right, you all, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. I want to thank you all for coming on my live today, and I will try to get on again sometime this week. But in the meantime, I hope everybody takes care of themselves, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.